busted house on that. So, your next act is called Neuroses.
No, I'm a storyteller. So here it is. The clock struck midnight. The owls flourished and the foxes howled as moonlight shines upon the streets. I strolled along the road with caution as the meth heads scurry into their disused shopping trolleys yet Joe. Before long I did get off. Before long I reached my destination, the seemingly abandoned cuboid building. I talked to the door, an ordinary door with plain panel features but a daring yellow glow through the cracks at the edge. I grasp the handle, turn the latch, and as it opens, a stunning glare strikes me in the face. The room is enormous, lit by 1,000 candles, walls 30 feet high, marble statues, and one gigantic chandelier. It is full of beautiful women and men dancing gaily to the hit rock charts of the 70s, so much better than today. Couples pranced and jumped around with heightened excitement, for it was paralleled by Black Sabbath. Fucking yes! They were overjoyed, as was I. Even the goths raised their lighters on their scab-ridden hands. It was not my first time here, for this place did great drinks deals on Tuesdays. And it is always full of sexy, brooding metal chicks. On previous occasions, however, there was one lady who I only saw swift but defiant glimpses of. And she was sensational. So, while I wasted no time in downing pint cocktails and throwing myself into the mosh pit, I couldn't help but constantly glance over my shoulder and search for that elusive beauty. Then, more sudden than I could anticipate, there she was across the room. I maintained my gaze, and sure enough, she stayed in my sights. I had a lot of anticipation for this moment, and she did not disappoint. Black suited her so well. It had a bold and striking image, yet withheld all the sensual mystery of something suited to be driven mad. As I stare, my heart burns with the bitter rage of 1,000 torn lovers, bearing the mustardy discharge of their infidelity. Her utterly gorgeous demeanor could only be outweighed by her seemingly magnetic cleavage. Fine bone structure, elegant posture, and an arse reminiscent of 2 space hoppers shoved in a miniskirt. For as long as I live, I shall never forget her 2-foot-high faux-leather boots, cherry red lips, and nipple tassels. I advanced across the room. As I got closer, I noticed myself moving slow. One look at my right hand and I knew I was shaking. As I glanced back up, suddenly, there she was, right in front of me, staring me down like a cake. She smiled and reached out her hand and stroked my cheek as my mighty erection is discreetly tucked between my thighs. All I can think about is how her clothes wrap so tightly around her curves, how the candlelight gleams off her eyes and pierces my chest, leaving me breathless. I swallowed my pride and said it. Madam, can I introduce you with a small dry sherry, or can I interest you in something big and wet? I panicked, I swear I panicked. It then just burst out of me. Madam, you are divine. You inspire a great longing and desire within me. If not in this life, then perhaps my love will shine and reign within my heart for eons and eternity. Will you be mine tonight? She looked at me and said, "The going rate's 180 quid, but I don't charge extra for anal." Her words plunged through my soul like a harpoon and expanded as wide as the night skies. Her sparkles ever more dazzling and radiant. I was fucking in there. We dashed across the dance floor as Rob Halford's voice said those ravers into sexual disorientation. Up a flight of stairs, round the corner, and she shoves me into a laundry cupboard. Blankets and duvets fall all over as she crawls in on top of me. She puts her hand down my trousers and squeezes my goolies. I put my hand on her top and pinch her nips. 1, 2, 3. She grabs my limbs and folds me into a position that I would never have guessed existed. Her ankles are on my neck, my elbows on her hips, and my knees behind my back. I decided not to ask questions. Over the following minutes, the tremors we made could only be comparable to the eruption of Krakatoa itself, or an extra hard spin cycle. I felt myself about to come, but suddenly, all visions blurred and all sounds became a haze, and I reached out to my beloved. But it was too late. I awoke the next morning in a pale and sticky daze. And it was in that moment that I decided to never buy meth from Joe behind Morrison. The smile of a beautiful woman. Is there anything on earth more devastating? Good night.